and welcome. This is your class for inner summer. Inner summer generally is the ovulation phase, but this can be any phase that you're feeling summery within. So this is one of the classes that I offer for what is known as the female hormonal system. Whether you do have a female body, whether you don't, this is for anyone who is looking to incorporate this cycle into their lives. Again, whether you have these hormones or not, it's truly amazing once you put that intention into connecting with yourself and your own inner cycles and seasons within. Magic literally happens. So this is the practice of inner summer, the practice of abundance, the practice of expansion, maybe feeling more active. I know for me, when I'm experiencing my inner summer, as I am currently now filming this, I feel more social. I feel more called to explore, be more adventurous, more friskier, whether you have a partner or just connecting with yourself. So thinking of our inner summer, inner summer typically means more heat, more dynamic activity and energy. It's really important for you to just continue being mindful and connecting with yourself. Because even though, you might be feeling more heated and more active in your body, you might not need a physical practice that is continuous heat, right? Because heat plus heat is going to bring more heat, maybe some inflammation, and too much fire. And we don't want that. We want to be able to balance ourselves out with what we're experiencing within. So always with your own practice, you know your body best. If you'd like to, come and rest and just take a couple of breaths in stillness, give yourself that space to do so. I'm just your facilitator. I'm just offering some things that have helped me in my own phase of the inner summer. So with that, I've got, my floor is kind of hard, so I have something to just help me with my knees. I've got some yoga blocks. You don't need blocks. If you have, big books or just something that resembles blocks, that's fine. Welcome yourself to a cushion or a bolster if you have that. So yeah, let's come down. We're gonna come in and check in with ourselves in meditation. So take your time coming into a seat that works best for you, whether that's sitting up on something, sitting in a chair. If you'd rather lay down on your back, you're more than welcome to do that. So just take your time, sinking down, finding some heaviness wherever you connect with the earth. Let your eyes close, find the spine lengthen, shoulders soften down. Let your palms be face up to the sky, fingers soft, just allowing you to be open to receiving. Take a slow breath in through your nose. Big exhale out of your mouth. Another deep inhale in. And a deep exhale out. If you're feeling called to take another big breath in, give yourself that space. Breathe in. Breathe all the way out. And find yourself returning to your own breath, maybe breathing in and out of the nose. And just allow yourself here to notice how you're breathing. Where do you feel the breath in your body? And just start to notice any thoughts that are coming in, any emotions that are arising. Let them be here. Acknowledge them. And you always have that choice, right? You can choose to keep going into that thought or that feeling, or you can choose to just let it go. Maybe come back into your own breath, feeling the inhale, feeling the exhale. Allow yourself to notice your physical body, any sensations that are there, tightness, maybe comfort or looseness. And just start to let all of that go, feeling your breath again. If you practice with Ujjayi Pranayama, the breath of victorious, the victorious breath, you may choose now to bring that into your practice. An Ujjayi breath is just a soft constriction in the back of your throat. So you can always practice, to get deeper into this breath of focus, of dedication and awareness. You can practice this with your mouth open, and like imagining yourself fogging up a mirror. And it's that ha sound that we want to create in the back of the throat that allows us to expand in our awareness, allows us to deepen our sense of focus within. Let your eyes softly open as you're ready, just still keeping that awareness on your breath. Let the palms face down on your knees, and just start to drop your chin down into your chest. Feel that length in your spine, even your cervical spine in the back of your neck. And then on your next breath in, start to roll an ear on over to a shoulder. Let the exhale release your chin down to center. Inhaling as you roll the other ear to your shoulder, shoulders still press back and down. And then exhaling to release the chin back down. And just go at your own pace, your own breath, one more time each side. And the next time you inhale, let an ear roll to a shoulder. As you exhale, feel your head dropping down towards your shoulder, just allowing gravity as well as your breath to help you open up that space in the side of your neck. And you might choose to stay here, especially if you're feeling that intense sensation. Allow yourself to breathe. If you're feeling called to explore, maybe those opposite fingers reach out and down to the side. And you're being dynamic here, right? You're pulling those fingers down as you allow the head to release down. Your other palm might come to rest on the side of your head like a little weight. Right? Maybe those fingers stay reaching out to the side. Or maybe you see, curiosity, if there's space for the back of your hand to find somewhere on your low back to just rest. Right? And again, if you start to go into this and it starts to get to be too much, take yourself out of it. No stress, no pain, just breathing and being. As you exhale, release everything down. Let the palms find your knees. Roll your chin back down. Let the next inhale, let your ear roll on over to the shoulder. And exhaling to feel the ear sink down. You're still sensing your spine lifting up to the sky. Right, head still nice and heavy. Hips still nice and heavy. You might choose maybe those opposite fingers extend out to the side, pull them down. Maybe with an exhale, your other palm comes to rest on the side of your head. Still feeling that breath right at the top of your shoulders, side of your neck. Maybe on this side you choose to stay or see if there's space for that back hand to find your low back somewhere to guide the shoulder down. Take another breath in. Let your exhale release everything back down. And then with your gaze down, spine still long, start to bring the back of your hands towards the base of your skull. You might clasp your fingers or just kind of let your fingers hang there. And see as you breathe in, there might be some space for you to press the crown of your head forward as you lift the back of your head up into your hands. With your next breath in, start to lift your gaze. Peel your elbows away and out. Let the exhale round your spine, drop your gaze back down. One more round here on your own breath. Feel the inhale, expand, lift your heart. And the exhale to round and open the back of your heart. On your next breath in, reach your head and fingers up to the sky. Feel that length in all sides of your waist. As you exhale, use the breath. Pull your belly in, twist to one side. Let one arm lower to the thigh. And let your other fingers find somewhere on the back, maybe even your back or on the ground. Take a big breath here. Draw that length in your spine. Feel as you exhale, your spine twists, your gaze might twist to the other side. On your next breath in, feel the inhale, pull your fingers up to the sky, spine comes to center. Exhaling to pull your belly in, twist to the other side, fingers drop down to help you find some stability here. Inhaling to lift and exhaling to twist. And just notice here, you clenching anywhere in your fingers or your hands, you trying to force your body into the shape, right? Try to allow the breath, allow your own fire to guide you in your twist. Inhaling as you're ready, come back to center, reach the fingers up to the sky. Take your exhale to bow your fingers down, lower your gaze, just coming into a little fold here. You might plant your palms, you might tent up on your fingers. You can always bring a bolster or your blocks in to lift the ground. If it feels okay in your head and your neck, drop your gaze. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Feel your inhale. Gaze is still down as you pull yourself all the way up. Fingers come in. Head comes up last. Let the exhale roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Let's take our time coming onto hands and knees for our tabletop shape. Here, use anything you need. Again, for your knees, your hands. And once you come into your tabletop shape, maybe let the toes and top press the tops of your feet down. Give them a little press. And then really allow yourself to come into the shape, feeling your sense of energy hugging into center, palms or fists pressed down. If you're on your palms, spread your fingers nice and wide and feel your wrists kind of rotating out to draw your elbow creases forward. Gaze is down so the crown of your head lengthens. And here, just feel your belly flowing freely with your breath, inhaling to expand it down. Exhaling to pull it back up and in. On your next inhale, tailbone lifts to the sky, crown lifts to the sky. As you exhale, round your back, Nadarajasana, cat. Find your own flow here with your breath. Inhaling to pull the heart forward and through. Exhaling to press your heart up and back. On your next breath in, come forward and through into your tabletop, a nice flat back. Take your exhale to press your left foot away, toes point down. And just take a moment here, feel that length as your foot presses away. The muscles in your legs hug into center as they press up to the sky. Gaze is still down. You might choose to stay here, nice long tail, long foot. Maybe you choose to bend into your knee and point your toes up to the sky. Perhaps you're choosing here to stay. If you're feeling called to explore, be a little adventurous, take a breath in here. As you exhale, bend your elbows towards the back, lower your heart as you reach your toes over your head. Inhaling to lift back up. Exhale to bow down, keep lifting the toes. Maybe one more time with your breath. Inhaling to lift. Exhale to bow. Inhaling to come back up. Press the heel away, find that extension. On your next exhale, bend the knee and find yourself back into a tabletop. Take your time here, just noticing anything that you need. Maybe a cat and cow. Maybe you're feeling called to come into your forearms and give your wrists a little roll, right? Listen to yourself. Trust your body. It knows what it wants. It knows what it needs. When you're ready, make your way back into a tabletop. Nice stable foundation. Gaze is down. Take a breath in here. Use your exhale to lift your right foot, press the foot away, toes are down. Try to sense both of your outer hips hugging into center as your breath is long and dynamic. Maybe you're choosing to stay here. The back leg is nice and strong, pressing away. Maybe you choose to bend into that right knee and point your toes up to the sky. Still keeping that muscular, that dynamic activity in the legs. Take a breath in here. Maybe exhaling to bend the elbows back, bow down as you reach the toes over. Inhaling to lift, use the breath, right? Exhale to bow. Maybe one more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, press the floor away. Press the foot away. And exhale to draw your knee back into your tabletop. If you're feeling called to take a rest, widen your legs or keep your legs together. Come back into Balasana, the posture of a child. Palms might be out in front of you, maybe down or up to the sky. You might stack your palms for your forehead and give yourself a rest. Maybe you're choosing to reach your fingers by your sides and letting yourself rest here. So allow yourself, whether this is your first time coming into this shape or the millionth time, let yourself play. Let yourself connect and let yourself breathe. Now listen to yourself here. If you're feeling called to stay nice and low and really focus on that deeper, slower breath, let yourself stay down and in Balasana. If you're feeling called to be more active and start to make your way closer up to the sky, You might take an inhale to press your palms down, lift yourself back into a tabletop to gather your knees underneath you. Tuck your toes and use your exhale to press your hips up and back for Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And if you're in your downward dog, you're choosing that. You're really pressing the palms, spread the fingers nice and wide. Take a moment to shift slightly forward so you can bend your elbows out to the side. And with your bent elbows, start to wrap those elbows underneath you and then see if you can straighten your arms. This is ideally how we want to come into this shape, Adho Mukha Svanasana, to help us find some more stability in our shoulders so that we're not dumping into our shoulder girdle. So find that strength. Maybe walk the feet as you breathe. Wherever you are, take another breath in. If you're in your downward dog, exhale and bend into your knees. And then use that, start to shift forward. Walk either feet to hands or hands to your feet for Uttanasana, your forward fold. If you're still in Balasana, nice and slowly start to walk your palms towards your knees. Using with or without your blocks, press your palms into the ground and start to lift your hips up into your own Uttanasana. And once you're in your forward fold here, allow your spine to release down. Bend into your knees as much as you need to. And feel the breath again, breathing into the belly to fill your back. Maybe exhaling to sense your spine dropping down even closer to the earth. On your next breath in, press either palms into shins or to blocks to lengthen your spine forward, Ardha Uttanasana. As you exhale, fold yourself back down. Press down into your feet. On your next breath in, reach your fingers wide. Feel your spine climbing up to the sky as the fingers reach. Keep breathing in. As you exhale, gather your palms together and let your thumbs come to touch close to the back of your heart space. So fingers might press down to the earth. And take a moment here, take a breath, honoring your back of your heart. Oftentimes in the back of our heart is where we hold on to anything. It's harder for us to let go. So whatever's there, just feel it. On the next breath in, reach the fingers to the sky. Let your exhale join your thumbs into your heart space. Anahata chakra, the heart chakra, the energy center of love, compassion, gratitude. Energetically, this is where your true self lies. So just feel that connection. Maybe even feel your heart beating. Feel yourself awake and alive as you stand tall into Tadasana. As you're ready, release the palms by your sides. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Just feeling that expansion even more in the front of your chest. Take your time now to turn towards the long side of your mat if you're practicing with a mat. If you've got anything on your mat, just place it off to the side. Take your feet out nice and wide. Turn the toes out and turn the heels in. So we're coming to Utthita Konasana, which is goddess. So let the hands come onto your hips. Take the breath in to lift your chest. As you exhale, keep plugging your feet down and in as you bend into your knees and send your hips back and down. All right. Allow yourself to get as low as it feels comfortable or uncomfortable, but as long as it doesn't feel painful, right? Especially when we're in our inner summer and we're feeling dynamic, if that is something that resonates with you, right? Sometimes our dynamic energy gets ahead of us, right? We're so active, we're so productive, we forget that we can stop and slow down. We don't have to be in that dynamic energy if we don't want to or need to. So try to deepen your breath, even as you feel that energy start to gather into your hips. Hands might stay on your hips, or maybe they come into Anjali Mudra to honor your heart space and honor your true self here. Feel yourself breathing, whether you're practicing Ujjayi breath or just a deeper, focused breath. If you're in Anjali Mudra, release the mudra and bring your hands onto the tops of your thighs with thumbs pointing out. Take your inhale to lift your chest. As you exhale, lower body stays the same as you dip a shoulder down into center and maybe turn your gaze towards the other side. As you inhale, lift yourself, coming back up to center. Legs stay as they are. Exhaling, dip the shoulder down and twist. Inhaling to come up to center. Let's breathe into each side one more time. Use that breath to twist. Inhaling, expand the belly. Exhale, draw the belly into twist. As you inhale, come up to center. Stay low in the legs. Extend the fingers out. Exhale to wrap your arms around. Inhale, spread the fingers wide, lift your heart. Exhale to draw it in. Try to see if you can stay here, even if it's uncomfortable, right? Use the breath, be with it. Exhale to draw in. This time on your inhale, reach the fingers out, extend the legs, turn the toes to the long side. As you exhale, bend into your knees, release your spine down. Try to deepen the breath here. Notice how that breath has changed. Notice maybe where you feel that fire starting to ignite. You're always welcome to bring blocks or anything that might help you lift the ground closer for your palms. On your next inhale, lengthen your spine forward, come halfway up. And then as you exhale, fold back down. Let's do that one more time. Let the inhale lengthen your spine forward. And exhale to lower back down. Stay nice and low with your spine. As you inhale, bring your hands onto your hips. As you exhale, press down into your feet. And then use the next breath in. Pull your heart forward and up to the sky. Maybe you keep lifting up to the sky. Maybe you take your palms towards the lower part of your pelvis, so lower than your back, to gently press the front of your hips open and find a little bit more space in the front of your body to breathe into. On the next breath in, lift yourself up. Let the exhale release your arms down. Start to gather your feet back underneath you. And just listen to yourself. If you're feeling like you want to be in stillness, stay. If you want to take a little shake or sway in your limbs, let it happen. Or maybe you're feeling called to kind of keep that energy churning in your torso and your spine. So maybe you come into some gentle twists. Just revolving and still feeling the breath. When you're ready to release anything that you're coming into, if you've chosen to, just allow yourself to come back into stillness naturally. right? Just as a tree starts to slow down from the breeze, coming back into center. Start to bring your legs underneath you, and you might come into a hip distance stance, or maybe you come so the inner edges of your toes touch, and your heels have some space to spread away. So thinking again of trying to keep our energy somewhat contained, or just being mindful of how we're using our energy when we have so much of it and we're so abundant in that, right? So bring your hands onto your hips. Feel your heart still lifting to the sky, even as you press down into your feet and hug your inner thighs in. Take a breath in here. As you breathe out, keeping this containment in your legs, bend into your knees and send your hips back and down. So start to feel your tailbone just gently rounding in, and your belly is still moving with your breath. So inhaling to expand and exhaling to pull it back in. You can visualize that breath, or Ujjayi breath if you're choosing Ujjayi. You can visualize that breath as allowing yourself to tend to those flames and tend to that energy within you, right? Stoke the flames. So maybe you're choosing to stay here, nice and low, building that heat in the lower part of your body, as well as in your breath. Maybe you choose to extend your wings out to the side, reaching out. Maybe you're choosing to take a breath in. Maybe exhaling to draw one arm on top of the other and wrapping your palms around to find your palms maybe somewhere on your shoulders. You're still sinking back and down. Heart is still kind of lifting, even if it's covered. Maybe you choose to stay here, palms on your back. Maybe if there's space, or you're curious to see if there's space, you start to extend your fingers up to the sky as you slide your shoulders back and down. Just allow yourself to breathe, settle in here. Maybe you're choosing to stay. Maybe you're going further by letting the back of your hands touch. Again, without forcing anything, maybe there's space to wrap one set of fingers to the inside of your palm. Right, so we're coming into Garudasana. Garudasana is eagle. So you can stay with legs nice and close together, hugging in. Maybe you try lifting the foot that's opposite from the hand that you're crossing. I know that's a lot to think about, right? But we, hormonally right now, we might be feeling that we can do it. So that leg wraps around. Maybe the toes kind of find a place to land, or maybe that foot wraps around the leg. And again, we're thinking of containment, right? Breathing here, stoking those flames, feeling our sense of focus and awareness grow. And then on your next breath in, wherever you are, extend the wings out, reach them out, maybe lift the foot, extend the foot out to the side, feeling that expansion. And then exhaling to lower everything down. Take another big breath in, reach out and up to the sky. As you exhale, join the palms to touch. Feel the heart and the thumbs connect once more. Feel yourself breathing here. And then when you're ready, hands come onto the hips, gaze is down. You choose to come into a stance that works for you where you can feel stable. All right, maybe legs are hugging in, inner big toes touch. Take an inhale. And exhale to sink the hips back and down. Garudasana on this side. Feel your heart still open as your tailbone rounds slightly in, just helping you to find some more stability in the low back so you can activate your core just a little bit more. Right? Core is where our sense of power, our sense of strength comes from. Solar plexus chakra, Manipura. Maybe choosing as you inhale to reach the arms out. Exhaling as the other arm comes on top and you crisscross perhaps for the palms to rest on your back. Feeling yourself breathing here, being in the present moment, right? You're allowing yourself to come into that shape, whatever it looks like for you, whatever it feels like. Somewhere where you can explore all of the abundance of your energy. Maybe choosing to cross the elbows, point the fingers to the sky. Backs of the hands might touch. Maybe there's space for your hands to come to the inside of your palm. You're still sensing your outer hips hugging into center, legs hugging into center. Breathing here. The choice is always there to stay, or maybe to lift the opposite foot that you crossed with your hands, crossing it over that thigh. Maybe the toes rest on one side, or maybe there's space for your foot to wrap around that shin or calf. And the foot that's grounded is still really grounded, right? Pressing down to find that lift in your spine and the power of your breath. Feel on your next inhale the expansion. Unravel the wings, reach them out. Maybe unravel the foot, spread the leg, lift it up. Keep reaching, keep lifting the heart. Let the exhale release your arms down, your foot down. Take another inhale to reach out and up to the sky. Gather it all into your heart space as you breathe out. Start to slow your breath down. Maybe close your eyes. Noticing again where that sense of energy is. Where might there be that sense of heat? Release your palms from Anjali Mudra. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Take your time with your gaze down, awareness still in your body, in yourself, as you walk to the front of your mat. Feet hip distance apart for Tadasana. Feel the heels plug down, the fingers root down, as you find the lift in your heart and the lightness in your spine. On your next breath in, reach the fingers forward and up to the sky. As you exhale, bow down into Uttanasana. As you inhale, come halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. As you exhale, plant your palms and step back into a plank of your choice. So plank can be knees on the ground. Plank can also be forearms down. Right? You're choosing again, where does it feel best for you energetically as well as physically in your body? How can you breathe in your plank? Use the earth, allow the earth to help you here. Press down from your palms to find some more lift in your shoulders, in your back. Press your heels away as you hug your legs in. And allow your belly to move with your breath. Inhaling to expand. Exhale to pull the belly up and in. Take another breath in. Use your exhale, bend into your elbows and lower yourself all the way down onto your belly. Untuck the toes, stack your palms, and widen your feet for Makarasana, crocodile. Take a rest here. Sway your hips side to side. Start to deepen your breath. And as you deepen your breath and start to notice yourself in this Makarasana, this crocodile. All right, maybe visualize yourself like a crocodile, resting in the cool waters, intentionally resting, right? Sometimes crocodiles, they're just kind of hanging out, but they're very intentional. They're building up their energy. They're waiting patiently. So if you're noticing that you're kind of running out of energy right now, give yourself that space, rest. Allow the coolness to come in. If you're noticing some heat or maybe discomfort in the backs of your legs, you might bend your knees and let your feet sway side to side. Or maybe you roll in your ankles. Maybe you let the toes point and flex. Whatever you're choosing to do, give yourself another deep breath in. Follow the breath out. So you're more than welcome to stay here on your belly if that's comfortable for you to rest. If you'd like to come into a more traditional Shavasana, extend an arm over your head so you can press a palm down and just start to roll yourself slowly onto your back. Maybe slither back onto your mat if you come off it. And if you've chosen to come onto your back, while we're starting to transition into Shavasana, if there are any other shapes, anything at all that your body is asking for, give yourself this time now, whether it's pausing the video or just allowing yourself to move as you need to. Give yourself that space. And as you start to slow everything down, welcome yourself into the feeling of heaviness, of release. And when you feel ready for Shavasana, Shavasana meaning the posture of a corpse, allow yourself to unfold in that way. Completely surrender your physical body to the earth. Welcome anything that you need to help you let go. So that might mean a pillow for your head. Maybe you'd like a blanket, as our body likes to cool down when it starts to relax. Maybe you'd like something for your low back. Or maybe you'd like to roll a blanket or a towel up for the backs of your knees. So again, take your time. Allow yourself to be picky and fussy with how you're settling down. And if laying down isn't comfortable for you, you can always come to sit up in a seated meditation. But it's always really, really important, especially at the end of a physical practice, to let yourself rest and receive anything and everything that you have learned in this time on your mat, just as we do in life, right? Let your eyes close. Feel your toes heavy and hanging out to the sides. Feel the backs of your hands sinking deep down into the earth. Feel as you sink down into the earth herself rises up to meet you. Let her hold you here as you rest and let go. If you would like to rest in Shavasana for longer, just allow yourself to stay and rest. If you're feeling called to start waking up with me, just slowly start to return to your breath. Feel yourself breathing in and breathing out. And bring some awareness into your toes and your fingers. Maybe they start to wiggle. Maybe they just stretch out. Perhaps your head sways side to side. And allow your own body to just wake up as it needs to in any way, any shape, any sounds, any stretches. Allow it to happen. When you feel ready to start transitioning into more movement, bring your feet onto the ground and let your knees come into your chest. You might stay here with fingers away, or maybe you wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a little squeeze or sway side to side. And just continue to listen to yourself here, right? You might be feeling called to come to rest on one side and take a couple of breaths here. If you're feeling some more energy and activity and you want to bring some more into your spine, you might hold on to your knees and start to rock back and forth on your spine and feel your own energy and momentum lift you up into a seat. And take your time wherever you are, coming into your own shape to close practice. And feel yourself as you come into your shape. Your spine is long, your heart is open. Bring one palm over your heart space and bring the other palm over your solar plexus So your solar plexus, Manipura chakra, is located just below where the two ribs meet and just above your belly button. That's the navel space. And as your palms connect with those two energetic centers, those two chakra points, just notice what you feel there. Any sense of temperature, maybe pulsing, or a feeling of energy. And with that energy, bring both palms together into Anjali Mudra, sealing the palms, sealing the thumbs. Let your thumbs come to rest in your heart space. Anjali Mudra is a divine offering, an offering to your true self, as well as an offering to a higher power, whatever it is that you believe in. Allow yourself to continue celebrating your abundance, your own inner summer. And may you continue to support yourself in your cycle in each moment. To close our practice today, let us chant Om Shanti once. Om meaning the mantra of the universe, the sound of the universe. And Shanti meaning peace. So we'll take a breath in and out together, and then we'll inhale to chant. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in to chant. Om Shanti. Slowly open your eyes, welcome yourself back into the space.